Hey everybody, it's your old pal Eddie Stevens here from Whittier, California, and this is my third SIRE review video because I have completed the trifecta. I have the V7, the M7, and now the P7. Ooh. There you go. Marcus Miller P7, fresh off the presses. I had to have been probably one of the first orders they got. I ordered it the morning they went on pre-sale, and I happened to live 45 minutes from their distribution center in California, so I got mine on Friday and did a couple gigs with it. I did release one video on this channel already, playing it at church a couple days ago that people seem to really like, and really gives a little showcase of what it does. But I always like to give practical reviews because a lot of guys that review these SIRE basses just show chops, and I've said that before in videos. I'm not about the chops, man. I'm just about telling you what the bass does. So I'm going to move forward with that, and I know everybody's chomping at the bit to learn about this P7, so here we go. Obviously, PJ bass. Couldn't get any simpler than that. Same preamp. It comes with the rubber knobs, and I'll go through it again in case somebody has not watched the other videos or don't know anything about SIRE basses yet. So you have a stacked pot here in the front. That's a volume and master tone. That's active in either, or excuse me, you can use that tone knob in either active or passive. So if you're thinking like a P bass is usually volume tone, that would be the tone knob. This is your pickup selector or blend. All the way forward is towards the neck, which makes it a P bass effectively. All the way back is your jazz pickup, making it like the Jocko thing. And straight up in the middle is both. That's all on active and passive mode, all that there. This is your active preamp, treble, mid with sweeper stacked, so you can go low mid to high mid, and it's pretty large range. Bass, and the toggle switch is here, and on the V7 it goes like kind of this way. On this one it goes this way, more like the M7. So up is active, down is passive. Still the same old good old bridge. You can go through the body, like I do, or through the bridge, however you like. Preference is yours, no big deal. Jack back there. 2 battery compartments, one for each 9-volt, powers each pickup. And of course they did remember to make the leads a little bit longer, because if you watch my V7 video, you'll know that I said the leads were a little short. So they've totally fixed that problem. This bass is not that heavy. The V7 is totally the heaviest bass of them all, at least of what I have. M7 is like a feather. This is kind of right in between, but maybe leaning towards the weight of the M7, the lighter side. So that's that. This is the Swamp Ash body with the maple fingerboard and neck. Since I have both variations, I have the maple and ash on the V7 and the alder rosewood on the M7. I've learned that I like the ash maple better. The ash gives a warmer, rounder bottom end, and the maple gives a snappier top end. So that's kind of what I dig. Anyway, so I'm in active mode right now. Both pickups are on. Everything is flat here. I'm running it through a Schroeder 1210 regular cabinet, schroedercabinets.com, been with them for a long time. Gensben's Shuttle 9.0, and the Aguilar DRE preamp, the Tone Hammer. Okay, so I'm just gonna play a little bit, I guess. So the B is huge. It's not as tight as like a Lakeland, but that's Lakeland's whole thing. But I like the bigness on it. It's supposed to be big. It's a B string. The top end is super sweet. One thing I will tell you that's different that I noticed between the P7 and the V7, in slap mode, it seems like the V7 is a little harsher. And that may be because of its 2 jazz pickups. I don't know. This one seems to be a little more just like right where it needs to be. It's going to snap through, but it's not going to break your eardrum. I'll give you a little slap. I'm not all about the chops, but I'll give you a little slap. So I'm not going to play much because I got neighbors around here. But so it's not going to break your eardrum. I totally dig that. It seems to be a tighter overall sound in the PJ. I'm going to solo out the P pickup. This is cool because if you don't have a P bass, like I don't own a P bass. Oh my God, I don't own a P bass. Now I kind of do. If you solo out the P pickup, guess what? It's a P bass. sound at its finest, man. And again, it's flat in the preamp. I'm gonna do that in passive so you can hear what it's like passive. So I'm going flat. I'm gonna say I prefer the P in passive. I think it's that good old P bass sound at its finest. So I'm gonna solo down. I'm back in active by the way. I'm gonna solo down to the jazz pickup. It sings really nice. You get the grit of the bridge pickup, but it still sounds really good. I'm gonna flip that into passive. So the volume levels are the same, which is amazing because a lot of the old time basses, when you would have an active preamp and you flip it to passive, you'd lose a bunch of volume. This is really even, really even, and it still has the same great brilliance in active and in passive. So if I go back into active, I'm gonna go back straight up, both pickups on. I'm gonna boost the highs a little bit, just so you can hear how much of that crispiness it adds. Gives a really nice clarity. I didn't go up too much, maybe 30% of what you can boost, so very little. I'm gonna take that back to flat. I'm gonna go boost the low a little bit. Hopefully you're watching this with earphones so you can hear the difference, but it's definitely rumbling my apartment. I know I've said that before. So be real careful on how much you adjust in the preamp because a little goes a very long way. I'm gonna do just an open like A string. I'm gonna show you what the mid sweeper will do. I'm gonna take the mids all the way out, and I'm gonna leave it in the center position, and then I'm gonna sweep it so you can hear what it does. Now I will say this, with these rubber knobs, what I just experienced right now, because I do these videos in one take, when I move the sweeper, it's also moving the volume knob because they're a little too stuck together, and that happens in the volume and tone knob a little bit too. Not as much, but definitely this one here, so I gotta work that out. But yeah, be careful of that. It will move both. So if you're gonna adjust on the fly, like in the middle of a song, be careful. Access for the truss rod is here. This is a beautiful bass, man. It really does the job. It totally lived up to the hype for me, because obviously we all know we buy these SIREs blind. They're online only. So I'm very thrilled with this. They did put a jazz neck on it. I know when they were researching making this bass, they were asking players, would you want a jazz neck or a P neck? And it was going both ways, but dominantly jazz, so they did go jazz. It is very comfortable. I did take it to my luthier just to do my little minute adjustments, and I did change the strings. I have the Dunlop Super Brights on here, the light gauges, the 40 to 120s, so I can fly a little bit faster. It's just for me. But even straight with the 45s, the Diodarios that it comes with, it still felt good. Yeah, so it's a great bass. You're gonna wanna check this out. It's the P7 5-string version. This is the Swamp Ash with maple neck, but any SIRE bass is good. I now have all three. Eventually I'm gonna do a video comparing the three, the V7, M7, P7. But this is your boy Eddie Stevens. Check me out on the web, EddieStevensMusic.com. That's Eddie, E-D-D-I-E, S-T-E-P-H-E-N-S music.com, or you can check out my company ElvisShowSocal.com. Elvis Show, S-O-C-A-L. There's Elvis right there for you. And thanks guys, thanks for watching. Hope this helps out, and maybe we'll just do a little playing to take it on.